Join us sailing to Le Calanques, the most remarkable rugged coastline of the French Mediterranean. While anchoring in the steep narrow inlets is the trickiest so far, it's definitely worth it.
There's a submarine! That's real!
Don't see that every day.
Yeah, it must have just come out of Toulon,
Yeah.
which is a big naval base down here.
Yeah. That's absolutely crazy. I never think that I would see a submarine in my whole life. We are just about to hit 2,000 nautical miles in 4 hours. Okay, I'm ready.
So it's the one that says log.
Yeah.
So we're moving around a bit in the waves, that's why it's a bit bumpy.
Yeah. So, I can't even see the lighthouse.
Woo!
Yay! Yay! It's 2,000! It's 2,000!
That's no, come on.
Yay! 2,000!
We're just south of Le Ciotat, which, as you can see, is quite an industrial town. And then to the south of it, you've got this amazing peninsula with the cliffs just rising above it. And apparently Le Ciotat's got a bit of a crime problem. A few dinghies with their motors have been stolen around here. So we're going to just give it a miss. And anyway, around the corner, we've got the Calanques coming up.
Packing.
Uh-oh.
It's a really interesting coastline. Never seen anything like it.
I feel like I can see fingers coming out.
So here we go. Wind speed 4.5, boat speed 4.3.
What?
Yeah.
They're going just 2 knots behind the wind.
Very impressive, isn't it?
Very unusual.
Why were the shapes formed like that?
Wind.
And
Water.
some bits came off?
Preparing for anchoring in the Calanques, because according to the pilot, it's so narrow that pretty much drop anchor and could easily be deep water and then to tie lines ashore. Now, last time I did this in Greece, this black line, just about 40 meters, just was a pad short. So in preparation, I'm going to tie it to one of our standard mooring lines to give it a bit more distance, and then we should be set. As you can see, it's very crowded here, and it's hard to actually find a spot where you can tie onto at the back. So we are going to wait for these day trippers to leave. We're going to go around the corner to Port Pang. We just got mooring buoys, and then when these day trippers are gone, we're going to come back and have a better look. Cheers.
We've arrived at Port Pang and our intrepid Phil is up to what?
Well, sorry folks, you couldn't see us drop anchor and then for me to jump to shore and tie us off. Just had our hands full a bit with this whole wind coming through, pushing us along. Didn't really have time to grab the camera. But now that we're settled, I'm doing a few things. I'm going to put our big white fender on the line so that
people like that
can see that it's there. And secondly, I'm going to put a chafe guard on where the rope's attached to the shore to stop it from chafing around the rock.
They got stuck.
Okay.
Well, off I go. It's done.
Mission accomplished.
Yep. All good. No chafing tonight.
At least not on the lines.
Just one more thing we're going to do is we're going to dive down to look at the anchor and the chain just to make sure that they're sitting neatly, just in case there's a wind that blows us through. Don't particularly want to be dragged onto the rocks if there's just kinks in the chain and it's not straight, nicely laid out.
Let's go. just leaving out Calanques, our fjord, and deciding where to go. Potentially the island straight ahead.
Yeah. Le Rio. Mum, is it in Le Rio? Tranquilo. There's a boat called Tranquilo. Whoa!
Yeah. Spectacular. Check that. It's a bit faster. Check the telltale.
That is the Ile d'If, just off Marseille. It was a prison till not so long ago. We've come into Havre de Mogueret, the one sheltered location on Ile Ratonneau, which is just off Marseille. It's the only sheltered location from the southerly that came through this morning and made us skedaddle out of the Calanques. You can see it's a very tight spot, and it's been a bit of a game of musical chairs with yachts finding the best anchorage at that time, and then when another boat leaves, they then move into that spot. We've done that. We've re-anchored once a motor cruiser left, and we're happy with our spot. It's right smack bang in the middle of the bay, and so we're nicely far away from all the fringing rocks.
Okay. That's why.
So it turns out that our neighbour on this wonderful old Grand Soleil has already had a chat with that motorboat, and the agreement is that once the motorboat leaves, they'll take that spot. That'll be the third time they're re-anchoring.
It's a shame we left the Calanques so quickly. Well, I know why. We left one Calanque and we were trying to get into the other, but then it was too blowy to stay. I was really looking forward to going for a walk up to the top between the different Calanques. So the Calanques are the fjords, they're kind of like just fingers like this, and could see some points where you'd be able to look out over the three main Calanques. Yeah, we'll find another spot for exploring and taking time out. This is a lovely spot too. The sunset.
Then it grew and grew and grew, and it was about 8 months
Well, good morning, and it is a good morning. We had a lovely calm night, which is always good because we didn't have predict wind to know what was going on with the weather. The wind has swung around in every direction except maybe west, which is what we always bargain on when we're anchoring. So just making sure that whichever way we swing, we're not going to hit anything. That's why we re-anchored last night. This morning, Phil and I are going to do the dreaded job of cleaning the hull, because in the outside, around the bottom of the boat, we can't do that in the marina because we're nearly always up against another boat. So this is our one chance. I know it's a beautiful spot, but yeah, better here than probably in Porquerolles, which was National Park. Wasn't going to be going around the outside scrubbing the boat. And then we're off to Marseille.
There they are! This is my room. Hello, Mum! Hello, Mum and Dad!
So we are off. Very early morning start to see if we can get a spot in Marseille Viewport, the old town, which by all accounts is the best part to be moored in. It looks like there's a few other boats that had left earlier, and so trying to make sure that we're not missing out in the game of musical chairs.
Wow, look at that cathedral.
Yes, If you like this video, please click like below and subscribe to follow our adventures.